there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you're here. Today we are talking because the peanut gallery is back, you guys. They've gotten their instructions once again, and the irony of it all is the same people who have been slandering MEL, have been spreading lies about MEL, have been going on this attack against MEL supporters, the MELometers, have been threatening to KILL MEL supporters and the MELometers, are now the same people who are calling for a ceasefire, are calling for peace and harmony, are calling for Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speeches for us to all be together as one, even if we can agree to disagree on various opinions, which is what we have been saying since the start. Make it make sense. We have been saying from the start. I've been saying from the start. I don't care who you like or who you dislike. I don't care, right? For me, none of this is personal. It's all about behavior that is on the show and off the show that are trending topics, that are the things people are talking about. Now, the problem is some people refuse to be transparent. So that has, why some people have done digging on their own to expose the truth. And even when the truth is exposed, you still want to go in on the attack, but you never provide any receipts to refute anything that anybody's reported on you, right? And now there's beef sector drama. I don't even know what's going on there. That's like a whole separate thing that I don't even know what's happening, right? But nonetheless, as it pertains to this reaction that people are having now with MEL basically giving a warning of her own that if people are going to continue to try her and continue to defame and slander her, that she's going to take legal action. And now everybody is saying that, that they joke, that they say that the things that they say are sarcasm, that they really don't mean X, Y, and Z when they're saying the slur or something vulgar about somebody or calling them a name and all of these things. And I've never understand, what is funny about saying a slur or something vulgar to somebody. Can you make it make sense? I never took that as a joke. I take that seriously, right? So I'm a little confused as to why we are backtracking, why we are flipping and reversing, and these are the same people that when Maurice was putting out his frivolous lawsuits and demanding to find out the real identities of some of these content creators, you guys were the same people that were bragging that everybody was going to go down, bragging that people needed to stop and all of these things, and that there's a case, and we found out that there was issues actually in the first place with how the lawsuit was even filed, and the people were not even properly served the lawsuit, and all of these things, and you guys still went in on the attack and kept saying there's tons of things that's happening, everybody's going to be getting sued, and all of these things that still have not come into fruition, you guys. But the moment that MEL says, keep trying this and we're going to see what happens, now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, this is just jokes. This isn't anything to take seriously. You guys aren't making YouTube fun anymore. This is really unfortunate of how dark it is on the YouTube streets and blah, 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 blah. It has been dark. Where have you guys been? It has been a bleep show for several seasons. Where have you guys been? Where have you guys been? The last 7 seasons, for real. Where literally the show has completely been off the rails. This isn't new information in 2024, people. The problem now is people do not like being exposed. So instead of owning the things that they have said and done,
they want to now deflect, right? They want to deflect and say, oh, it's millimeters and MEL supporters. Oh, you guys are, you know, the hate group. You guys are getting instructions from Melody Sri Rogers. I've never been in contact. I've never talked to Mel on the phone, never seen Mel in person, and all these things. So I don't know what instructions people are talking about. Like I said, I am free to show DMs and emails to show that Mel is nowhere near any of my DMs or anything of that nature, right? So I am confused as to why that lie is being put out there. And then this other lie that people are stalking people's homes and all the things. I don't know where any of these people live. Like I said a million times, I've never been to Huntsville, Alabama. So I don't know any of these people or where these people live or anything, right? All we know is what is presented to us on the show and what they want to present to us on their social media platforms, and we give a reaction/opinion to it. But the same people who are saying that they don't care about a difference of opinions, they don't care whether you agree or disagree with somebody's opinions, they're the same people that get upset if you say something that they don't like. If I'm saying I don't like your behavior, I don't like a comment you made, I don't like something that you said, why is somebody being attacked for having an opinion on that? Or if I'm saying this is flat out wrong, you went too far talking about somebody's children, why are people going to get attacked for that? But now all of a sudden, now that it's reversed, now that it's somebody else's kid, now that somebody else is getting sued, now that somebody else is getting threatened to be sued, now all of a sudden we are calling for Martin Luther King unity and that we all need to be on one accord and this is not good for the black community with everybody being against each other and blah, 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 blah. But where have you guys been the last 7 seasons when this was happening at an all-time high? And you guys were doing the mute challenge because you didn't care about how Martell was talking to Mel. You didn't care about the cast bullying and isolating Mel and trying several times to get Mel kicked off of the show. You did not care because you thought all of your tactics were working. And then Mel continued to ascend to other heights. She continued to be successful, right? And you had a problem with it because you thought in whatever warped, process and things that you guys think about. You think for some reason that a woman has to be validated by her relationship status and whether or not she has kids. And I just don't understand this logic. We are in 2024 where there is plenty of advancement in education and in jobs and in all of these things for women, in particular black women. So why does a black woman need to be validated in 2024 on whether or not she has a husband or a boyfriend? And where is this logic that Mel should have just stayed married because she has 4 kids? Regardless of what Martell was doing. That she was supposed to just stay with the cheater no matter what. That she was supposed to just stay with somebody who was continuing to let his side chick run rampant out in these streets. Who literally had a baby on his wife. You thought Mel was supposed to just stick around and continue to be humiliated and disrespected? That saying legally you're somebody's wife, no matter how bad the marriage is better than being single in 2024? That is the logic you guys are running with right now? Make it make sense. There are plenty of people who are not defined by whether or not they're in a relationship with somebody. There are so many people who are happy, who are single, and who do not have children. And are looking after their own selves, are living their own lives. So why are you judging? Why are you trying to come for other people's lives and their lifestyle and all these things? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with the difference of opinion on a topic, you guys? This is what I mean. You guys continue to go below the belt. You guys continue to talk about things that have nothing to do with the show or the people on the show. You want to go for the jugular. You want to go in on the attack. And then when people talk about taking action, Now all of a sudden everybody wants to run scared and say, oh, we're just pretending out here. Oh, this is just for entertainment purposes only and blah, 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 blah. Well, you didn't sound like you were joking when you said the things that you said. How is talking about innocent children who have nothing to do with the show, who are not even on the show anymore, and you are continuing to put out false narratives about them? It was okay for you to talk about the condition of people's children's hair and talk about and allege an innocent child, on whether or not their father that they look exactly like is not their real father. You had no problems putting that information out there and repeating it every single time as if it were fact. You had no issues doing that, but now all of a sudden that the tables have turned, now all of a sudden you're above this. You're above talking about kids. You're above talking about anybody's, physical or mental conditions and all of these things, but you had no problem saying it if it was in a direct insult to Mel or in a direct insult to Kiki or whomever. So why is it that we have to deal with this hypocrisy? Why is it, if it's against Mel, it's okay for you guys to be silent and continue to kiki and have a good time about it, but if it flips back on you, now it's a problem. Now it's a hate group. Now the millimeters are getting instructions from their leader. What? Listen, I don't do YouTube enough to know all of the things that is taking place around here, you guys. I don't have that type of time. I don't have that type of time to see everything that everybody is saying and doing, or be in people's chats and be in people's comments and seeing all of this chaos that's happening on. I don't have time because I have real things to do outside of YouTube, you guys. I have real responsibilities outside of YouTube. But the same people who are claiming that they don't need YouTube and that YouTube is just like an additional whatever for them are the main ones who are going live all night long complaining about Mel supporters and the millimeters and Melody Cherie Rogers themselves. So you don't have time. You don't need YouTube, but you get on YouTube specifically to bash Mel. Can you make it make sense? But then you get upset if people respond and people defend her. Now that's an issue. Now that's not okay to defend or support Mel in any capacity when the reason her fan base has been galvanized, the reason her fan base is where it is now, where everything she's putting out is selling out. Now all of a sudden it's an issue. Now all of a sudden, people are being possessed. We're being hypnotized, you guys, to only, support Mel. Make it make sense. A lot of people, whether they're Mel supporters or not, have supported all of you guys in this cast. The problem is that you guys do not want to address is you guys have taken your own fans for granted. You guys have played in the face of your own fans, and this is coming from people who also like Mel. You played in their face, you put dirt on their name, and now because you're not getting the same level of support, you want to just, completely slander everyone. That's not how this works. If you have a specific issue with somebody, like you said, you're going to name it, right? But how are you going to name people and then put everybody in one category? Make it make sense. If you have a specific issue with one person, that's one thing, right? If it's a direct issue, that's between you and that person. But don't put everybody else under that umbrella, right? But then on the flip side, your crew, your group of people are putting out the same talking points, are putting out the same lies about Melody Cherie, about her kids, about her family, about Mama Van, and it goes unchecked. Mel literally has been giving you guys grace on these YouTube streets for several seasons now. Has literally ignored the slander that has been taking place about Mel, the accusations that she's had all this plastic surgery, the accusations about her childhood, and just the awful things that were being alleged about Mel's childhood that I've never heard anywhere else, right? And nobody ever checked it. Nobody ever fact-checked, nobody ever validated if any of it was true. You simply enjoyed the fact that it was something negative against Mel and you took it and ran with it. And any other time that you guys allege that Mel is this big puppet master and that she is giving these instructions to people to say and do X, Y, and Z, I never see receipts of this. I have not seen one DM or one email or one text message that says from Melody Cherie Rogers, okay, here are the instructions, you guys. I want you to go on YouTube and specifically attack this person today. I want you to go on YouTube and specifically talk about this person and respond to them saying X, Y, and Z about me. No. I don't have that type of time, you guys. But again, I've never ever talked to Mel, right? I've never received a DM from Mel. I've never had an email or text message from Mel. Don't have her phone number. Don't have her contact information. So where are you guys getting this stuff? But then you're the same people who say that you guys don't talk to YouTubers, that you guys don't talk to content creators, but then you're getting on lives saying how you just had a conversation with somebody that's a YouTuber, how you donate money to somebody who's a YouTuber, but you said that you don't talk to YouTubers or you don't interact with them. So how is it that you know who they are? They have your personal phone number, you have their personal phone number and contact information, but you're not in cahoots with any YouTubers. Can you make it make sense? But somehow all this projection is making it seem as though Mel is some mastermind that has all of the YouTubers that support her or support her platform or whatever, or the products that she puts out, that they're all under a spell, you guys. That they're being hypnotized, that they're being bewitched, you guys. Can you make it make sense? In 2024, why can't you accept that people have supporters? Nobody is forcing anybody down your throats, you guys. And then trying to insert other cast members as to make this a back and forth. Can you make it make sense? Mel has not talked to any of you. She has not addressed any of you in the cast or outside of the cast. But yet you keep inserting these one-sided beefs with Mel, and she's not acknowledging you. How do you have all this venom for somebody who literally is giving you the mute challenge? And the one time that Mel finally responds, now all of a sudden we all have to get together and go to church together and pray together and be good people, be good Christians and all of these things, and not use the Lord's name in vain and all of these things. But you were not thinking about God or the scriptures or anything when you were putting out the slander and defamatory things about Mel. All because either things didn't work out in your friendship with her, or because she doesn't subscribe to what you want her to do. Or she doesn't just ignore any of the negative things that are said and done about her, so therefore, she's an issue. She needs to be attacked every single which way. No. That's not how this works. If there is a genuine issue at hand, we'll call it out regardless, right? There's no favoritism. The problem is you guys want to, dish it out and you can't take it. And then want to play victim when everybody is on to you. And that's not how this is going to work. You better keep the same energy. If you're going to put out those statements about Mel, if you're going to say those things about Mel, own it. But don't come back and flip it and make it seem like it's just coming out of nowhere. But yet it's okay for you to put out things that are out of nowhere, that have no receipts to back anything up. But then you get mad when people call it out. Then you get mad because Mel has supporters. Then you, like I said, you're pitting in these one-sided beefs. Mel against these other cast members. Mel's not even acknowledging the other cast. She literally is filming with a whole new group of people. So what beef is Mel with in the cast? Can you make it make sense? It's the other way around. The cast wants her gone. The cast thinks having Mel off the show is going to be prosperous. When it's clear the episode that Mel wasn't even on the show was the lowest rated ever. Was the lowest watched ever. So, again, please tell me what your strategy is on how we're all supposed to kumbaya, but yet it was okay for you to say all these things that were below the belt about people's kids, about KILLing people, threatening to, expose all these things about people. It was okay for all of you guys to do this for several seasons, for several years now. On and off YouTube. But the one time Mel says, try this again and I'm going to take legal action, now everybody is like, oh, I was joking. oh, this wasn't that serious. It's just an opinion and blah, blah, blah. You guys take things too seriously. You take it and you twist things around and you guys are all conspiracy theorists and all these things. No. Own what you've said and did in the past. Own and said what you did now. And that is why everything is happening the way that it is. So, there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.